Can you feel it? The walls between the sane world and that unplumbed dimension of delirium are tenuously thin here.
So, hello everyone and welcome back to some more of the Darkest Dungeon. And indeed, I realized I can turn on the subtitles. And to be honest, it is easier to understand everything that our lovely narrator here says when we have that on. I just didn't realize it earlier. Silly me. Someone should have reminded me that subtitles could be a good idea. Of course they may be that they could be on the way. There is the choice of having them on the top or the bottom, but I think bottom is the better one nonetheless. But I do like our narrator, obviously enough, even though I have had the tendency of also talking over him sometimes, which is my bad. I shouldn't, but sometimes I have things to say too, sadly, at the end of the day. But yeah, we would have this at the moment, but I'm not sure I wanna go into the warrens. Also, I am kind of concerned, even though I'm also really happy that we have this many level 3s, I'm also kind of unhappy. Because it means that somehow we still, with all of the people we have left slash whatever more we can have, which won't be that many more though, like this is 25, only 4 more heroes can join us. So with the rest of them, we have to be able to do all the rest of the apprentice bosses. Or wait for us to be losing some more people, basically. So that's not exactly excellent, and we have a lot of bosses to do. We have one more boss at least here on the apprentice level, one more boss here on the apprentice level, the Brigand 8-pounder, 2 more bosses I presume in the Cove and the apprentice level, considering we have hardly done any of the Cove yet, and then we at least have a boss on the farmstead that at least this is actually a veteran mission, so that's not something to go with the apprentices. So at least a little bit less, but still 4 missions. So it's a lot of things that we need to be worrying about. Then it's just a great question, what should I do? That's actually a pretty nice one, even though it takes also the maximum HP lower, but healing skills to be bonus. I like it nonetheless, but I don't know if I'm ready nonetheless to go actually and try to kill a Necromancer. Maybe I should. Like, now I was thinking, maybe I actually shouldn't do a... maybe we actually will be losing people even when we go into here. And maybe that's a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing. I don't want to lose anyone, but of course, like I said, it's just a problem. We have so goddamn many people who are level 3s. So maybe I should try to do actually another level 3 mission, even though I am very interested in this one too, because it would be a cool idea to have 2 man-at-arms that are very different, as in Milan could be the way he has been, and maybe I could try to be set in Barrick then to be a person that would be in position 4. So for that purpose this would be great. Amazing. It's just a very specific skill set. It's the exact 4 that we would need to use then. That he could be using from the position 4. Or at least 3 skills from it, and then if we happen to be moved into a different spot, then we could do something else. But yeah, it's definitely very interesting. Very interesting. But yeah, maybe I actually should try another veteran mission, but I am kinda afraid about going into a veteran mission that would be already a boss. But I don't think I can do a lot of upgrades more. I would love to be able to get, like, at least whoever we would be sending out definitely needs to at least have all of these upgrades possible. But I would love to get at least one of these more, because of the fact that just would make it easier for us to survive. At least here we can have the allow skill upgrades to rank 3, but if I am serious about the idea of going into the boss, which I am now interested about, I think I might try to exchange a few portraits maybe to get a few more deeds or something else to be able to get enough to be able to at least get the armor smithing. It's nice to have at least a reduced cost, yes, but nonetheless. 4 busts wouldn't be enough for enough deeds, what I would like to get, so that's a no-go. These, on the other hand, would get... Well, basically I would have to be... 2 wouldn't be enough, and 3 wouldn't be giving anything more into there, so it would have to at least be 4 portraits to change for the deeds. It's plausible. Deeds we want. Here then, on the other hand, how many crests would we be needing to give up? We would need to be giving up way too many. We would need to be giving up 12, and then that would mean that we wouldn't be able to build it anyways. So that's a no-go. Of course, we can also try to exchange these, considering we haven't been using them, but I kinda don't wanna do it. So I guess, even though I really like the portraits and kinda would like to be saving them up, I guess I will get 6 deeds with 4 portraits. And then I can actually go and upgrade. The armor smithing, I think, is the best. Still better than the weaponsmithing, I mean. Of course, I don't know how much more expensive this is, and this is a lot of expense indeed. So it might be even a good idea to try to sell something a little bit extra. But well, we do have a couple of these, right? So I can definitely at least sell one of these quickening satchels, even though I like them, but 2 of them is kind of a lot to keep around. Sure, you're not even using one at the moment, but still. You're having, anyways, pretty amazing stuff. Sure, less HP, but still, it's just really nice. Of course, I would like to also go and actually get some amazing ones. Amazing things from here to set up so that they actually would be for certainty kept as a permanent qualities quirks, but I am kind of leaning of actually trying the Necromancer, but I am certain it is going to be a lot tougher than the Apprentice Necromancer, so that's something I am afraid of. A Necromancer is performing unspeakable rituals in the shattered halls of your ancestral home. It must be stopped. So, what would I take for this mission? Well, anyone who would be ruins person, ruin specialist would be cool. You don't have, well, you have the scouting chance in the ruins, but nothing else. Nothing for the ruins specifically, or against the unholy. You do have unholy hater, Sila, which is cool. Nothing otherwise, but unholy hater. I'm sure that would be good. You don't specifically have anything, but you do have very little of negatives, so you could, in that sense, I think you are one of the best Vestals to come and actually be a healer. Gulgog, of course, is gone at the moment for this, I think. But wouldn't be amazing nonetheless. Vistanuk is an unholy slayer, so yeah, that would be a good bonus. Although, of course, his dream, so her, basically the character otherwise would be her, but Vistanuk, so a male in that sense. But yeah, in that sense. Caesar is also a ruins tactician, and I do know a little bit better how to use Caesar as an abomination a little bit better now, as in actually using the transformations. So a possibility as well. In that sense at least. Small Fry, of course, is a great healer. As long as he manages to do the healing as we could hope. I wouldn't be taking myself, at least at the moment, I'd say. All sort of stuff that I have also in there. I kind of like actually the Nymphomania, just to be able to always get the stress healing easily in that place, but I don't really know if I would want to make it a permanent one. Unholy Slayer, really cool for Tyunda on the other hand. Risk taker is of course good and bad. You also, Taion has such cool quirks here as positive melee skills. Yeah, I like that. This isn't that amazing, but hey, it's okay. And then that's alright. And this is really nice against the Unholy. We do have a lot of good choices against the Unholy in that sense, for sure. We is either Unholy or Into the Ruins. But of course in that sense I would like to take especially Satendenho, because of the fact that Satendenho is the antsy person who will just... You will get more stress in here, but that's not the end of the world, necessarily. I kinda would like to take Vissenekko, but I'm also afraid to take Vissenekko. Vissenekko is especially for the purposes that they would have some more of the Blight skills. That would be cool combo with Satendenho. The only problem with that is that, well, if I would go with Satendenho and Vissenekko, Vissenekko has those goddamn nightmares. If only there wouldn't be the nightmares. But there's not actually a lot of other people in this group that can Blight, other than Caesar actually can, and Caesar had the Ruins Tactician, so I think that actually could work out, so we can easily use this for the middle row anyways, and then later maybe even transform. That's not the worst idea. That's definitely not the worst idea to have them both. Maybe then Melantra as the healer. I do definitely like Melantra as the healer. Sure, we wouldn't have anyone who would mark in this group. In that sense, maybe I should take Small Fry, because Small Fry does have the marking. But on the other hand, we would have at least a Blight anyways. This is against Blighted, and this is nonetheless, sure, a little bit extra damage against Marked, but especially against Blighted. But on the other hand, well, Vissenekko had also the against Marked, but I think we can do with the Blight, as long as I have also you with the extra Blight. I think that is cool enough of a situation with that. Of course, one option is that I should be starting you in the front, so that you can just fade back immediately and get those nice bonuses to damages immediately. It's definitely not the worst option, that you just start there, go immediately to stealth. Sure, you won't be doing anything the first turn, but after that you could do, and in the meantime, Caesar could be going, and after all, already stunning people and everything. But who else? Who would be the best into the main front then? Well, I think it's going to be either Shaela or it would be Tajunta. One or the other. And it's just a question which one. I do have to say that I really love Hellions and I love Shaela, even if she has at the moment this, which is melee skills minus. But Deadly, Unholy Aether, amazing. This ain't that important for you, I'd say. And of course the fact of having this, for example, the Iron Swan, is goddamn amazing. But I kinda wanna take Tajunta instead, because Unholy Slayer is something I would think is a really nice one in here. Would this be the best skill sets? Maybe. At least if I have this item, which is the minus 50% to healing skills, then sure, but should I? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't always know all of these answers. But if we would go with these, I definitely want to at least then upgrade every single person's armor. Fine jacket. So HP base, 4 more HP, 5 more dodge base as well. So that is a nice upgrade. Then Melantra could get this one. Hammered, fine cloth with hammered plate. So dodge base would increase to 10 and HP would be increasing by 5. Not bad. Caesar on the other hand then would be getting this one. Dodge again increasing by 5 and 5 more HP. almost all the money going into this, but hey, it's important stuff. And then for you, the dodge base would be 15 and HP would increase by 7 overall. Oh, the clothes it did in here changed too. I noticed just now that it did for sure change to a little bit cooler looking. So that is nice, even if I'm sure it doesn't show here in any way, but this spot definitely changed. So, cool. And I definitely feel I need to have enough money to equip into that mission now that I suddenly decided, hey, maybe I would like to get into that instead. Maybe I need to quickly also check that no one was carrying items that I wouldn't want them to carry, so that I can certainly make sure that I can then equip whatever I want with people. But I think no one pretty much is. But just making sure. Quickly. That's also a bounty hunter only item. Lots of stuff that I don't have. Does this say anything specifically about it? Don't think so. You had your special item, yes. And yep. Where's got so goddamn many sicknesses? Bulimic, hemophilia, wasting sickness. Just a few. Just to name a few. Let's see then. Am I happy with your camping skills? I mean. Or would I want to be adding something more? Prevents nighttime ambush. That is not bad. There's a lot of stress related ones. You had this one, plus 20 stress, all companions minus 10. This I think would be cool. Of course it just increases then stress, which isn't that cool. But plus 25% to damage, sounds good. Very good. Eldritch Blood. I would be kind of tempted to take this one also, unlock to quicken in. Melantra had this one. Immortality debuffs heal 50%, immortality buffs minus 25 stress, which is pretty cool. That if they have visited the death door, then this is pretty goddamn amazing for sure. This is something I really enjoy. I definitely want to be keeping that around. Pray. I would like to unlock this one, certainly. So then on the other hand has the Pilfer, Wound Care, and I do remember the Snuff Box. Not necessarily the best, but that's a funny one, the Callous Humor for certainty. Plus 20 to the Scouting Chance. It's just the problem, they're also got darn expensive. Okay, let's see, what do we equip? You already have your things, and I think that's good. This is more damage versus the Blighted. Yeah, I think that's exactly the route we are basically going with anyways. Is there something specific I would like to give you? Minus stress. More blight skill chance, of course, it's okay for someone, at least. Plus 20 to debuff resist. Less dodge. Book of relaxation. It might be that we would just give you this one, because I don't really know what else would be the one that I would really want to give. You already have the things, and you would basically already have the things, so not much space for anything, even though I was originally thinking that, well, I could give you the one that would give you more blight skill chance. Maybe I should still give it to you, to be honest, just so that even though this is abomination only, and in that sense special for you, but if I want to especially play with the blight skill, then this would be pretty good to have in this situation. Let's also have a quick look then through this. Was there something specific I would wish to upgrade still with them? At least you have all that I am using at the moment upgraded. Melandra also has all that I am using upgraded, but then Caesar and Tayunda are the ones that I probably wouldn't have. Well, Tayunda actually has. Good. Tayunda at least has everything upgraded to third spot, so that's cool. But of course I would like to increase some of these too. That would increase the stun pace to 110, which isn't bad sounding by any means. 500 bucks. Can I sell something? Is there some good item that I could still think of selling especially? It's just difficult to decide. It's always like, well, I don't know. Maybe I would like to use it someday. I guess the Defender's Seal isn't really that amazing. It's just interesting to see which ones sell for more. Like this one is the one that sells for very little in general. This one I can kind of understand. The 4 dots doesn't seem like it would be that amazing of a thing, to be honest. Stun skill stance just plus 10%. Yeah, I probably would never actually use it at the end of the day. Some max HP. I did kinda use it at least a little bit at some point. It's interesting how valuable this ring is when it is still -8 dodge, but of course it is a huge increase for the damage versus the beasties. That is not, of course, I was thinking indeed that maybe I could sell this one. Alright, that's a little bit extra cash. Little bit, just a teeny tiny bit extra cash. So let's upgrade this one and this one. What does this exactly help you with? It heals a little bit more after transformation or with the transformation. It's difficult to see. Otherwise, okay, blight resist a little bit more damage. Well, it is an increase to damage overall, so sure. I guess I should do it. Makes sense. Alright, was there some specific camping skill that I feel would especially be the best to unlock? I kinda like this protection one, to be honest. Just cost money, but sure. I don't think I can really afford anything more. But yeah, at least we can have 4 of these anyways, so now we have one more choice with her that we might be able to do. But okay, I guess I will actually try to go and do the Necromancer, even though I am kind of very afraid. But it is also a good ring. The focus ring is pretty nice with the accuracy and crit, as long as you don't care about the dodge, but still, it's pretty good. It gives nice rewards if we can survive. Let's see. I do think indeed that the Grave Robber definitely brings this. I think I always knew that basically the vessel brings always 1 extra holy water, so I think Grave Robber must be bringing this shovel. I don't know everyone who brings something. I think the Plague Doctor always brings an anti-venom, at least. I don't know, I might even buy extra food, to be honest. There isn't really a reason not to bring extra food when it's a risky business situation. Just a question, how much should I be taking all of these other resources? I definitely would want to at least bring a couple of keys. Medicinal herbs were at least good in those alchemy tables for getting some extra stuff. But yeah, I'm just gonna take some extra because I'm afraid. Basically is the case. I hope 2 shovels should be okay for the ruins. 2 holy water should be okay. 2 keys, it's at least okay. 8 torches should be totally fine. It's just more of a question, do I want to bring something more? Should I? Let's bring 1 herbal medicine, mayhaps. Maybe that would be okay. Sure, I can't really stop any bleedings or blights if those happen now. But sure, let's try this. Let's see how badly I will fail. I wish everyone good luck for our group.
I entertained a delegation of experts from overseas
eager to plumb the depths of their knowledge and share with them certain techniques and alchemical processes I had found to yield wondrous and terrifying results. Having learned all I could from my visiting guests, I murdered them as they slept.
How nice of you. You just then, after learning from them, you just murdered them. No wonder that you got all sort of unleashing all sort of goddamn horrible things into this world when you're doing that sort of thing. No wonder. I'm not too surprised. I'm definitely not surprised. Definitely not surprised about that. Definitely loading also a little bit of a while. But yeah, I kind of feel that this is probably a bad choice of me to do, but hey, I kind of would want to do something with our level 3s at some point too, and not only worry about all of those apprentice missions that we still have to do, which is a lot.
A devil walks these halls. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
Pretty much, yes, I'd agree with that. Nice that at least we get some scouting. I'm grateful for that. No battles yet for a while. It is a long way. Can't really see all the way up nicely, but guess it's gonna be okay. I think Saten Tenho should be the best definitely in disarming the traps, and she definitely is. Nice. She has, of course, the stress no one else does. Well, this was exactly why I brought this. Yeah, well, didn't actually give a lot in this moment, but it's something. A boon at last, indeed. At last. At least a small little boon. Already more scouting. Okay. Definitely don't think there's any point going here. There's an obstacle and there's a battle. So no, that's a no-go. There's already going to be a battle there anyway, so we'll see about that. Ugh. I never know what to do with this thing. I assume we can't really do too much with it, to be honest. Sure, I'll waste the torch. I'm surprised. Caesar, I hope you'll do fine with the Iron Maiden. Okay, fine. It just smelled a little bit. That's okay. It wasn't dangerous. Nice disarm again. Nice, nice, nice. It's been an okay start. Shall we skulk in the dark like monsters ourselves? For the moment, yes. There's no specifically big reason to use something yet. We will. No worries about that. Especially before these two battles. Okay. I would like to, well, of course there's always the fact that we do get some more player crits nonetheless, and we still have a chance of surprising them in this, so in that sense, but maybe we could try to at least do the first battle like this. Okay, this isn't too bad, just skeletons that we have met previously as well, so that seems just totally fine. These are very weak little skeletons actually. Just blight them all. Of course, this may be, in general, for the start, a little bit weaker start, as in, it would be better that I just killed immediately here. That would be, I think this is gonna be a nice start for the Necromancer actually battle, but for this guy's just, I think it would be better that I wouldn't have just a nice crit though. This sort of a start, because, well, they will get the turns. They might not have gotten a turn, or at least one of them wouldn't have gotten a turn, probably if I had Saten Tenho selected. If you hit, you kill.
Annihilated.
Indeed, and nicely annihilated too. Ain't that the case? Resisted that, but that's alright. 32 crit. Amazing. You're looking at that van, friend. On the other hand, that is very safe way to do it. And it gives an amazing damage bonus, so I don't know. Maybe I will try to run with that a little bit. You have so much accuracy and dodge bonuses for a few rounds extra too, so at least it might be one less person that we would need to worry about, and that's at least a lot of treasures in this darkness, so there's something good about that. Okay, who wants to read a book? Melandra! You have so many positives though that is there really a sense to read it with you? So if you get another positive from there, you're just gonna replace it. I think Caesar has the least positives, so give it a go. Unsettling, well, I'm sorry, Caesar, I couldn't know. In this situation, on the other hand, I will use the torch because I do like to keep it more than 0. I don't like it personally that much when it's actually completely 0. But we will have a battle here, that's for sure. It's just a question what sort of a battle. It's not an enjoyable battle. We somehow surprised them, which is very surprising to me. But then just go with the beast pile first. We don't have... I don't think you had the sort of skill that actually would take them off from stealth, but hey, you can still do this and get the damage bonuses. And you... Well, of course this you cannot attack, but should we try to stun you? 45 resistance, 12% critical chance. Maybe I should just try to hit you. You can hit pretty good amount of damage too after all. 8 points, it's okay. This is a stun, but yeah, it doesn't take this off. It would need to be the illumination that I happen to have. I think I would prefer to stun her, because I don't like stress. Or pushes or pulls, for that matter. Also some light, of course, from that. Bleed. This guy is definitely something that I do not enjoy having around at all. Gotcha. I would love to kill you, but you dodged. That's very unfortunate. Well, that's no surprises that you would be wanting to then do the stressful incantations. I think I will increase the blight then though, because then you will die to the blights soon enough. 6 damage, 3 rounds, you'll dead. And you'll die not yet, but in 2 rounds. So also not too bad, but I think you will start healing then at this point.
Abatement.
For sure, Reese. We are getting damage from this battle after all. Shouldn't be too bad, but damage. Well, they're all concentrating Caesar now. Every single one of them. Can't say I like that. This does mark you, so maybe I should try to do this. This will give torch, it will mark you and will give you some protection. So maybe that will be nice in this situation, so that these two might be... To be honest, these will die, but this guy will be after all left nonetheless to deal damage from the back row, sadly. And you will have also the bleeding, which isn't fun. But I guess I will not be doing this then anymore, but you will just go and actually transform. You should be getting some healing in the process after all, so that should not be too bad. Of course, this way, this guy would already be killed too. I think it's better that you just target one though. 26 crit. Nice. Grah. Even if you cave stress, you also can take it away. Exactly like that. So, good for you. Good for you. Because it's very unlikely I'll just kill you without the blight, so I guess I will blight you in this situation. And the other two are basically already dead. After all, so no point worrying about them. You will be shooting your quarrels, which will be unpleasant,
Great is the weapon that
but not
cuts on its
that
own.
big of a deal at the end of the day. Stun if possible. 6 damage even though the stun. Pretty nice. You can transform back, you know. You don't need to be like that. You can just heal. Heal a little bit. Take care of some of your stress. That's gonna be just fine. I wish that I would be getting the healing turn first, but I guess I should just go and attack.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay, but we do have so much food now that I got even a couple of extra that I can definitely safely just eat some with you. We will be using the holy water in here, but if we are going with this, who should I be giving the buff that this will give? It sadly will be over before, or it will be lasting like until we camp, and we should probably still camp before the boss, no matter how well we would be doing. But I think Caesar might be a good one to choose for the buff, because Satan Tenho will already have a lot of buffs, and then to have extra for those blights, extra damage for those, and otherwise, mayhaps, it's definitely not a bad option. Oh, it actually healed you, and took your stress away, even better. I shouldn't have even eaten that much. Oh, that's okay then. That's okay then too. Unfortunately, no scouting this time around, so of course maybe I should be increasing the light when we get there, so maybe we could get something. You can have some more books to read. Unsettling pages, of course, and they took our light away. Sure, let's boost the light now then, so maybe we can scout. That's unfortunate.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
But just so that we might be able to scout a little bit better, I will increase the light here to pretty much the max. Treasure room, so we'll be getting a little bit less cash from this, but at least it's a surprise. Again, maybe I should be doing differently this stuff, but at least the blight in this case isn't that bad. Sadly, it missed one, though. But I still like this idea, to do this with her. Of course, this is only one round that you'll have these bonuses, but it's still not bad. It's not very often that you would be able to alone at least kill something already. Should I stun? Should I mark? I kinda might like to mark and get the torch then completely up to and get extra protection. Sounds okay. Not amazing, they will all be able to move afterwards. Other than, of course, if I stun someone. I would love to stun this person. Nice. So at least you will not be able to do anything annoying to us. Of course, these guys will be able to all hit us and damage us. And apparently getting a crit on us too. I do not enjoy that. It's not that bad yet, however. Of course, definitely could be a lot better. I'm kind of wondering that maybe I should be just blighting you then first. Sure, maybe. This might already kill ya with very good luck. Probably not, but it has a chance. So in that sense, I'm kind of tentative about that too. You have that amazing buff right now, so maybe I should try it. This has a more of a chance to hit though. Here are the crit chance, 28%. It is has a good chance to crit though. 18 though, so it is almost dead. Very close to death. Nice dodge. You do have those dodge bonuses, so that's definitely still helpful too. I think this adding some blight is nice. Then you will even have the blight for the future. So that's cool. Yeah, I don't like this, guys. Not one bit with all of the damages they're doing. It's not a killing blow yet. That's going a little bit too far. I think I would love to kill this guy, but actually you can't. Well, I guess then the best that I can do is to heal. I think. But who? 22 hit points, 18 hit points, 16 hit points. Basically, Satan Tenho has the least, but also the most path for dodges. So I think I'll heal Dayunta first. Also, Dayunta is having the bleed after all, so that's not pleasant by any means. 6 damage, 2 rounds. So you're not dead yet. But this guy is the most alive, so to speak, so it would be amazing to stun him, so he can at least do more damage to us. In this situation, definitely I like that idea. We could just stack some more blight, so maybe this guy will actually die then. Nine damage. Yep, you're dead. You're not dead yet, of course, but that's okay. I would just have loved to be able to get the turn before this goddamn annoyance. But sadly, no. No go for us.
Confidence
Nice.
surges as the enemy
At least you
crumbles.
killed that guy now. Yeah, nice. 14 hit points, great healing, amazing. Definitely needed at this
Slowly.
point.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
You're already dead too, because you're gonna be taking 6 damage and you have 5 health, so you're basically dead. You, we will try to stun again, because why not? If it works, then we may be able to have a little bit more time to heal. And I like that idea. I don't want to delay the turns too much,
death
but a little
by
bit,
inches.
for just to get some extra healing, isn't bad. Kinda would not wanna kill it yet. I would wanna get at least one healing for Tayunda, so guess I will do this just so that I can get at least that one healing for Tayunda. Everything runs red, but at least you don't bleed anymore and you're okay now. Sadly we didn't kill them, but we can kill them this turn, I'm sure.
Press this
Nice.
advantage. Give them no quarter.
Just a question, should I eat again just so Tayunda would be having a better amount of health? It's just with your family sigil. That's some
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Indeed. We haven't had even once the situation where we would have needed to heal, as in, or eat, I mean, which is kind of unfortunate. Definitely will be able to leave those behind. Or the one jade definitely isn't that valuable. This is a little bit tougher thing for me to leave. I definitely won't be leaving the torches. I don't want to leave the extra key yet, nor the torches, so what will it be? I don't love to leave the portraits, as in I will not. Should I leave that goddamn journal page? I think this is the last one we need, though. That's the problem. I would hate to leave the torch or this journal page when I think it's the last one we need. But what else would I leave? Sure, I could try to eat with 8 food, but then we would only have 1 more stack. If I could right now camp and take this stuff, maybe I could think of doing that, but on the other hand, that wouldn't be even really smart, so maybe the holy waters are okay to leave, sure, but they are nice in this location. I guess I'll leave the holy waters. Definitely don't want to leave the portraits. Finally something to smile about. I'm really happy with the scouting though. Well, there is a treasure room. There's no problems there, but there is a treasure room. We are already carrying too much basically, but then definitely the Necromancer will be all the way over here. So it's a question, should we try to go here first? And then come at least to here, to this room, and then camp? Should we try to rather go into all the way into at least this room or something and then camp? And then go to the boss, and then maybe we will even think of coming back to here. But to be honest, we are carrying already too much. We have inventory full until we camp. So there isn't really sense to go and get that. Sure, we can carry 3 more buffs. Wow, amazing. So I think we'll just head forward. Even if I would love to go there, but right now I don't really feel it's the best option. Well, let's see if you get any better luck with this now. Nope. Of course you would get the claustrophobia, Caesar. I'm just wishing that you would get something positive for us yourself, but just no luck on that, definitely. Let's get the 1 more torch. I really would love to scout. Maybe even find the secret room. That would be cool too, after all. If we could find the secret room. I would love to go and visit in a secret room. Just a little bit of scouting, but no secret rooms inside, certainly enough. Maybe I should eat with you just a teeny tiny bit. Maybe I should try the other formation, that if I start you there and then you apply it in the first start and so on and forth. It's a little bit tough thing to know which one would be the best way to deal with. I think the other way is at least a nice thing to do with the boss, just so that we get a lot of extra damage to the start, but otherwise not certain. But yeah, let's be ready for this battle. The bad thing of leaving the holy water. Well, Tajunta? No, let's do it with Caesar. Well, sentimental
A
gifts.
fortune waiting to be spent.
And more questions on what to leave behind. I don't want to leave these now. 750 plus 750 plus 750, as in 753 times is not a bad amount of cash, but this I don't also want to leave. Sure, basically one stack of gold is more than this though, but still don't want to leave it. Do I really leave this? Do I eat 6 more food? We will be okay if we get one-time hunger and then we can still feast for the camp, basically, but it just always scares me a little bit. You don't wanna eat more. Okay, well, at least we are as full as possible. Well, do we wanna use the key into this? I don't know about that. Torches, I guess I could use a shovel or try to see if the shovel would do something. As such, I usually never try to do anything with the shovels because I'm always afraid that we will have obstacles that I wanna definitely have the shovel for. I have used them for craves because that is the clear place to use them in. It's like, okay, what else are you gonna do with the when you find a crave? But I've never really used it in almost anything else. But it is a usable item too. I guess you could try to use the firewood too, but that seems a bit weird. But it is a question mark, so I guess you could. I wonder where that might be beneficial to use. Is it somewhere beneficial to use? Torch, I wouldn't try, because we don't have enough torches to try that anyways. I could use the key. I definitely could, but I kind of want to still save it a little bit. Maybe I could find a treasure room, but let's see. Smash the cabinet open,
If
okay?
only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
That did work. What do I do now, though? Just always the question, what do I do? Fine, let's just goddamn leave this thing. We'll get them some other day. From a maybe easier mission. I think that will be a better option. Yes, blight them. Blight them good. Damage modifier is plus 40 though, so sure.
Obliterated.
Indeed. It definitely depends, like if there is someone we wanna kill in those 2 slots and we can have a blight on them, then yes. It's amazing to be able to start with
Ringing ears.
immediately.
Blurred vision. The
4
end
damage per
approaches.
round for 5 rounds. That's really not good at all. That's so much damage that they would be doing with the bleed at the moment. Sure, it's going a little bit lower, but that's a nice crit on the other hand. Very nice crit. Don't mind that. By any means. Could you then stun this guy? Would be great. Amazing. Because you don't really have an option other than to just retreat into the shadows in this very moment. Then we'll try to kill this guy, and then this guy hopefully we can at least kill before anyone else has a turn next time around. Nice.
Continue the
Nice job,
onslaught.
Tajunta.
Destroy them all.
7 healing. Good. Getting that at least stay relatively under control. If you could stun, but no. And anyways, he's gonna die, so no really point to do basically anything. You can just do this just to see if we can get some stress relief.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Those actually stack to at least 5, so that's actually very nice. Very nice indeed. I didn't actually realize that this stack is high. So that's so much better than the shade or something that stacks only to 3, definitely. Okay, so 4 damage still for 2 rounds. It's really not fun. But I don't have anything that we can really do. We can go and try to camp soon. So there should be no battle in this room. Maybe we could scout so we can know if there's something ahead. But nope, we could not get that sort of a luckiness. I would like to be able to go through one more section to the next room area and then try to camp there. That would be a nice place to camp, even though there's still possibility of more fights in here. But that would be pretty nice nonetheless, to at least get a little bit closer. Yeah, I know. And another battle. Definitely not good. To be honest, stress is almost less of an issue, so I think I'll just try to stun one of these right now, because I really can't get all of that damage on Tayunda right now. I really definitely couldn't deal with that. A big no on that. You could have a chance to kill, but I don't think it's worth a shot like that. Maybe it is. Nah, didn't work out. That's okay. That's alright. Minus 5% to crit. Don't remember there was something like that previously, but that's alright, I guess. But yeah, I was thinking that Saten Tenho is better to take some damage right now than Tayunda. So for that reason especially, I thought that it was a smart choice to try to do that with Saten Tenho, even if otherwise would have liked to not go and do that into the front, and it wasn't the best damage-wise turn. Yeah, let's do some Plight. Even if it's not the best right now, but you will die soon anyways. So you will not be an issue. This guy is an issue. And this guy certainly enough is. You don't really have a choice in the matter other than to retreat for the moment. And you will definitely heal, even though I could try to do the stun too, but I think the healing is the more safe bet. It's nicer that you're attacking against Caesar though, to be honest. I am happier when you're doing that. You don't have the resistance to stun, so that's nicer.
A powerful blow.
Yay. Crits. Do 24 damage. Not bad. Heal. Hunter just basically just needs to do the healing constantly at the moment, but that's how it just is sometimes. I guess I'll increase the light actually with you right now. Right now it's very safe to do that anyways, and we can just increase the light, and then we may try to be able to scout in the next room, which is pretty close by. You can heal. That guy will die on his own after all, so no need to worry about him in the least.
A momentary abatement.
Well, Shadow Fade of course is the most logical of these nonetheless.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Well, we got 2 food, so we can definitely eat those 2 foods. This we don't need, the jade, but the portrait. I would hate to leave the portrait, but I don't want to leave use already our last torch either, so I kind of like portraits more than busts. But so I definitely think that I am okay to do that. It's not great though. I definitely wouldn't want to be leaving the busts either. I'll just reorganize this stuff a little bit. I can see what is where. Why not? After all, sometimes do some reorganization. So basically, after all, I have all of these slots that I could be replacing with something else, at least at some point. But I just don't want to leave the shuffle for now, and I don't want to use the last torch yet. And the skeleton key, maybe I could use it still. To get more, better stuff, but on the other hand, maybe I should just leave it. Sure, fine, let's leave it. Well, this is the reason not to leave the shovels at least.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
78 light isn't bad, but it's also not amazing. Oh dear. These guys are dangerous looking. So an outlaw bloodletter has again a lot of health. He's just stronger than the previous version. Of course, all of these guys are just simply the stronger versions of the previous ones. It's not like they are completely something we don't know at all. But on the other hand, this guy is in the stealth. I like that. I can't deal with him at the moment in any way. But I guess that's just how it has to be. The question, how would we like to start? We could try to kill this guy if we do cause the blight. Cause this guy to at least then get a little bit closer when this guy would be completely dead. Blight wouldn't be bad for this guy either after all. And Satentenho could definitely do the attack against this guy if we do have the blight on them. It would be really nice if we can make that happen. But we'll see if we can. Okay, both blighted. This guy is actually easy to blight even. Not too bad, also not great, but not too bad. How long are you in stealth? Only 1 round at least, so not too long. You have a chance to kill, not an amazing chance to kill, but a chance to kill, so I think I'll take it. You will not be dead yet. At least in 2 turns you would be dead, but that's ridiculous. Oh dear.
Strike.
Please don't attack Satentenho. Please Satentenho, evade, dodge, do something. You actually, I would have liked you to dodge or do something with that to get out of there, but that's okay. At least we managed to survive from that for now. But we'll see about if you get bleeding. You didn't get the bleeding, I hope.
Concentration.
But yeah, a lot of stress, obviously enough, and debuffed. Just such a bad turn. Is there a stun? There is a stun chance, but kinda poor. I guess I will do this so that you will be at least marked, so maybe they will try to concentrate on you more. I thought that that would be maybe risky, a little bit too risky with Satentenho, it certainly was. It was too risky. There's no point to attack this guy though, because he will bleed at least. But this guy is extremely dangerous. And of course this guy too. Satentenho will go and evade, sure, but this guy is the problem, the main problem. But I don't think I have anything with this guy either, even if I transform, that I could really do from here. And no, I can't. Well, I can do this, but it can't attack there, sadly, so I can try to do at least this, which is something, I guess, but it's not great by any means, so doesn't really help us much in this situation, because this guy is gonna do the blanket fire, and yeah, you're stealthed, but it doesn't matter if should I retreat from this combat and just eat a little bit and then come back? It's just that if this guy manages to get the hit, speed 7, so I think they will be able to move before our Melantro can. Yeah, definitely can. So we won't be able to get the healing from there. This guy won't be an issue. Well, he can do the AoE attack too, to be honest. But we definitely can't do this mission if we lose Satentenho. I wonder, I hope that at least that one guy does stay dead because we killed them. I wonder, should I go and at least retreat from this combat and just come back? It will mean that we will be getting over the stress limit though. I'm pretty certain, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. Necessarily. Well, this would be the safest, because otherwise I can't heal Satentenho until this guy gets the turn. But if we don't manage to escape, then we will be even in worse situation, of course. So, the choice is, I will try to retreat, and
No
it failed.
chance for egress. Will this be a massacre?
Oh my god, I got at least a healing. but this guy is the huge main problem then. Because I don't know what he's planning to do. If he's gonna do another point-blank shot, that would be horrible. You can do this though. I would so wish that you would be able to kill this goddamn thing. So there's something good about Solendeno still being in this spot, but yeah, the point-blank shot. Just goddamn horrible criticals. It's just horrible. Scree. Don't put me into the ground. I'm not surprised that you got paranoid about this.
The walls close in. The shadows whisper of conspiracy.
I so wish you would be able to do something about this guy. I hate this guy so much. Can you in any way hit? 79% chance to hit, 74, 79. 79 is the best. This is the best way for you to stay alive if you can hit this. Good. Because usually this guy doesn't, unless he does the AoE, he doesn't do the attack into here at least. No Saten Denho. You very much doubt my intentions. Well, I will try to heal the party, but even that wouldn't work. So Dazzling Light is the best, so that I can maybe try to stun this goddamn thing, but even that doesn't work, of course. Maybe this will stun you. You stunned. You can't kill Saten Denho yet. But... oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. This does debuff target. Well, yeah, they at least are very well debuffed, which is cool. This would buff your own damage. So this would do 5 to 9. Just rage. Just deal damage. Blight them.
Precision and power.
Debuffed. Could you please take some healing, Saten Denho? Thank you. See, my intentions are not that bad. Can we stun you maybe even luckily again? We did. That's amazing. But of course you died to that sadly, kinda.
Has no intrinsic merit.
Whew.
Unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Yes. Instant. Bounty Hunter only. Plus 20% stress heal received while camping, plus 10% scouting chance. Not a bad helmet. Camper's helmet. Could be camping a lot. Sadly, I can't really equip any of these things. It's like, do I risk taking away the shovel? I kind of feel that at this moment, yes. I may have to retreat anyways. Will I take the last torch away? Yes, I will. Maybe we will just retreat and just never even be able to get to the goddamn boss. But in this situation, yeah, it's just a little bit tough. Sadly, no scouting, but definitely we would camp now. But we wouldn't really be able to remove this.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight.
Whew.
An uneasy companionship.
At least. But it's just that I was thinking that I feel that it's really risky, but I think it would have been worth it if we would just have gotten the kill to even take the risk to go into the front. But otherwise, yeah, it just wasn't good enough thing to do to risk in that situation. But I guess we will do now this one. So if mortality buffs heal a lot and less stress. So yeah, and prevents nighttime ambush, so I think that's okay. Let's do a sanctuary for us. Let safety be upon us. Let us be veiled in holy light. Of course, that doesn't take this actually away, which is unfortunate, but at least stress away and healing. Wasn't as good as I was thinking, but that's just wound care. Alright, so who would be our killer if we actually would be going into that battle? I think I would definitely take this, even though this will cause stress. Flesh, blood, raw hearts and sliced livers. But we would need as much buffs as humanly possible, really. Especially now that there's this Death's Door recovery debuff for Saten Tenho. I feel we need it even more so, but should I now give this maybe to Saten Tenho nonetheless, so that this accuracy would be a little bit less? It's not that bad at the end of the day, it's just not great by any means. My friend, the light shines upon you. Believe me. Then we could encourage someone. Who would we encourage? Maybe Tayunta, because we wouldn't want him to break too. Breathe from this sensor and recite the verses. Now! I'm ready for battle. Let them come. This place is dead. Only a fool would close his eyes. This is not so difficult after all. We are out of firewood. We must steel ourselves for the push to the end. But sadly, no scouting. We know the boss is here, but even though we have full health and some decent buffs, as in this damage buff and speed, quest gives you plus 6 speed. But yeah, plus 25% also to damage for 4 battles. But then, and this bonus is for you, but you also have these. So, not certain. I might like to again try to then start with this and just go to stealth at the very start. Wouldn't be the worst, at least.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Oh dear, this goddamn thing. I hate this thing. I hate this lavering cool. At least these guys are not, well, twitching maggots. New ones, of course, because they have more HP. But otherwise, I don't think they're that bad. I would want to be able to blight this goddamn annoyance. Successful as well, not sadly anything. No sadnesses at all. Very happy that we succeeded with that. I would love to kill.
Abomination cleansed from our lands.
Just kill these maggots first. After that comes your turn.
The ground quakes.
No stun, sadly. At least we got a crit, but that doesn't of course help that much. Nice dodge, Tayunta. Oh yeah, the blight was able to still kill now, so that's at least nice. I think I will just throw a dagger. It's not a lot of chances of stuns, but there's a chance. Yay, it succeeded. I'm very happy. Nothing that they can do as of yet. I guess I'll just heal Tayunta to max at least. So maybe we can be as well situationed as possible. Actually, I would like to do this too, just so that we can up our torch for the next room, so maybe we can scout the rest of the places.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
But now it's so much stun resist that I don't think that's gonna happen, so let's just blight you some more, I guess. Should have maybe just gone for the damage. We must away before their compatriots arrive. It's okay if you want to go future away. You can still do a little bit of damage. How? Okay.
The abyss returns.
Oh, blast, I've
even
gone
the
and done it
boldest
again or
gaze.
something or another, but yeah, some stress coming along. Not great, also not horrible. Illumination is actually the one that can... Yeah, alright, so you did have the illumination. I was getting confused, but you can bypass or distealth an individual, but you would have to be one spot further than you usually have been, so that's the problem. I was just being silly. Very much so. Nice,
The bigger
great.
the beast, the greater the glory.
At least a little bit of bonuses.
Trifling victory, but a victory
I think we will
nonetheless.
be leaving that one behind. But yeah, at least we go to this next room. And another battle. There's really a lot of battles before the boss. Lots of battles. I left Saten then all the way there. I was thinking that certainly there won't be another goddamn battle before the boss, but there was. There definitely was a battle. We don't really have a chance to kill, but you would be able to at least get them pretty low health, and I don't like the spearman either, certainly, so it wouldn't be the worst option to just get this guy lower, even though I really hate this thing, but sure.
Impressive.
16 crit, amazing. Actually, that will kill you, so one guy less to deal with right away, so yes, I am very happy with that. Not much of a stun chance. It might still be an okay, at least try, first time, yes. Nice thing, only you are able to act right now, of course. I don't like that, but maybe I would like to actually dazzle you now. We don't need to do healing. Stress is the problem, yes, but we don't need to do healing specifically. You could use the transformation, but maybe I shouldn't yet. You can flight them both, so then I can maybe try to kill this guy a little bit more efficiently. So... definitely not getting as nice damages as I would like, but it cannot quite be helped. We can try to do even more stunning, but it wasn't very likely to happen. Should you mark yourself? You would at least get more protection, more light. Would it be the worst?
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow.
I was wondering how powerful is the crushing blow, but it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad at the end of the day. You get 3 damage, so you are not dead yet. So I would prefer to be able to kill you.
Devastating blow.
At least your accuracy just keeps on getting buffed, so that's nice. That's very nice. Now you can try to do the stun at least, but also didn't work out, but maybe that's okay. Let's then just try to kill you slowly but surely. You will heal, of course.
Sedated.
Don't like.
Dizzying blow to body and brain.
Also a little bit of a stun. For 2 people stun. Very unpleasant. Not that much damage, but definitely not a pleasant situation. Have 2 stuns, and sadly we didn't manage to get a stun. So they got a stun, we didn't get a stun. And so much damage now. Oof. Definitely not enjoying that. If only I could get you to actually stop attack, so I could heal nicely, but maybe I will do this just so that I get some extra healing right now nonetheless, even though it might be that I shouldn't. Let's at least blight you again. You will definitely die to those eventually. Well, that was at least a lot of healing. I hate that ground pound a lot. Oh, we all resisted. I'm so happy. Okay, well, you did the crit.
Perhaps
Not
the turning
perfect,
point.
because I kind of would have liked not to have that
Be
happen.
wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
There's still a little bit of a distance to walk, so if we now get hunger, it will be so annoying. But otherwise, we don't really need this food anymore. So I guess I will see if this is possible to do and just get this cash. Stop, close that. Let's we would scout. Is there anything else? There is the goddamn obstacle. Of course there is, when I have abandoned our shovels, because I was like, hey, I don't know what to leave behind, we have so many treasures. So, in all honesty, at the moment it's still sort of a successful mission, just because of the fact that we have so many treasures, even though also all of their stress healings will be expensive. But I would really love to at least find out what is the deal with this thing. It is kind of going to be a disappointment not to be able to go and actually see what it actually would be doing and all that. But I don't know if we really can successfully do it at this moment, considering there is this situation with this. So much goddamn gold. We definitely got on a lot of treasures. that doesn't really matter at this point. I'm not gonna be leaving that behind. What could I leave? Basically, of course, this is almost the same value. These are more value, of course. Wouldn't be leaving any of these things that we need. So, what would I leave? I don't think there's anything I would leave. So I guess the 1000 gold is not gonna happen, but yeah, because we will take too much damage from this, stress-wise and everything.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna make things so much more difficult. When Tajunta would have now gone over the edge as well. I'm still tempted to at least try to go and see about this, but we would have a lot worse start. I would still definitely at least start this way, as in that Saten can retreat. It might be actually good that you would be in this spot so you could retreat from that, so you can get all the way to the back, rather than just part way to the back though. But to try or not to try, we are this far. It would be sad not to even try, nonetheless. But I'm afraid. I'm very, very, very afraid. I will probably have to retreat, but we have to at least go and see what it is when we are right here at the door. Right?
Towering, fierce, terrible.
Okay.
Nightmare-made material.
It doesn't seem that much worse than the previous version. Definitely like double the health, and probably the units he would summon are definitely going to be a lot worse. But otherwise, he doesn't seem as bad as I was afraid he would be. So, just maybe we can do this. I am kind of tempted to go and at least cause already the poison darts, but I think I will just go do this nonetheless first. Yep, stress is gonna be an issue, of course, if we don't manage to stun. Then one tomb. Fearful, even though I have the virtue items for you.
Fear and frailty finally claim
That's
their due.
definitely going to be the biggest issue, of course, that we have that. But yeah, this guy's even in stealth, so definitely unpleasant. Definitely unpleasant. How much stun resistance do you have? Actually a lot in this point, so that's not gonna be a good option. So yeah, I think Blight for you is definitely the thing you need to do first. Soft ruin beacon from the shadows, but yeah, if we had okay stresses, I think this would be doable. But I'm not sure if we can do this with this amount of stresses. Definitely not sure about that one. Not one bit. Unless you're unholy, you will definitely at least start working on him. And you will do the illumination so we can actually try to kill this annoyance away as well. Definitely not a good idea not to, I'd say. Well, this will cause some more stress, but I think it is going to be important that we do transform. Sooner or later. This will give you a damage buff, and it will at the moment hit the Necromancer plus his minion. So yes, I think that's an okay choice. Sure, doesn't add to the blight, but I think it's a good one. 10 to 19 possible damage. Hero to crit is a high chance. Of course, this might do more, but do I want to do this? It will launch you forward. Were you able to do most of your skills? You can basically do only this from the third spot while in this form, but it could be okay, so maybe I just need to try to do the highest possible damages. Sadly, still no crits, because those would be needed for us to get lowered in the stresses. Another one, definitely do not enjoy that. Damages at the moment are not that bad. Stress. Now stress is the issue. Only to release the stress. I think you will heal first. You will try to smite the one that you can see. It's of course left there as a bone, so not liking that one bit. And you can only charge against this thing, which is kind of a waste of a turn, but I guess it's going to be crashed at least. It is still blighted, so you could still get a little bit of extra damage, but... 9 to 17. Like looking at those crit chances. If only you would be able to get a crit. Ah, lovely. At least a crit, so we can get a little bit of at least stress relief. The stress is the worst. Even these, I feel we might be able to try to deal with. But yeah, all of this stress is the killer.
Reeling,
but yeah, you couldn't deal with that
taken
anymore.
over the edge into madness.
Okay, you will do this then. There isn't a lot of choices in the matter. I'm grateful that you at least dodged. How long would this guy be still in this? Way too long. You can at least try to dazzle this, so sure, you can at least try. Even though it almost does nothing. I need you in the one spot in here because of the fact that if you are not there, I can't do what I would need to do, so to speak. As in, get these guys out of stealth. Without that ability at the moment, we are dying too, because we can't deal with this quickly enough. Definitely not as long as you're here. But, stress is killing us. Nothing else really. Stress. Stack the freaking this thing, I think. So unlikely that we would be able to... I'm kinda grateful that that wasn't at least against Saten Denho, I guess. I need you one into the front at least. Otherwise there will be absolutely nothing that some of our guys can do, which is not fun. I guess I'll just move a little bit, because I don't know really what else to do in this situation. They don't have a huge amount of health, but they have too much health. Saten Denho is the worst in the worst situations. Delicate experiments, eh? You passed. How lovely. Yep, 6 feet under is especially the worst possible one because of this goddamn stress. That's really the killer here. 10 to 19. Maybe. I have to try. One option, of course, would also be that I would get Tayunta into this spot where they could launch into here. But right now, on the other hand, we're getting already so much damage that it's not a really very good option anymore, I think. I almost need to then heal in this moment. I need to be prepared to heal Saten Denho because Saten Denho is going to be going under in the stress. I was actually so happy you did that, Tayunta. That's the most best thing you could have ever done. Holy Lance, for some extra damage. I can't leave though now, I think, because we're getting so close with the kill, even though we are still so far. Why did it have to be against Saten Denho? Okay, I guess there is... Okay, it did get still stress. So close to being in the really bad situation for Saten Denho specifically. What will I do? See, he doesn't have a lot of health. He has 41. At the moment, the only ones that can actually do damage there are only Saten Denho and Tayunta if he gets pushed there. But on the other hand, Tayunta can also start to kill these now. So in that sense, I might move one back. But I don't know if I really like that option, but... Like, which one would be the best? Is it the better one that you stay here without being able to do anything? So that maybe we can just move Tayonda back there again and try to hit some more? Or should I do something else? Ah, it's so annoying. It's so close, yet so far with this guy. It's really frustrating. Frustratingly close, but yet so... But you can do so much damage if I can just get you in the position where you can do damage, so I guess I will... Well, you don't even want to do that. Fine. You coward, stay still. That wasn't cowardice, to be honest. I'm just telling ya. It wasn't cowardice. You can't do the lunge, of course, that far. You could do this, but of course, Blight in this situation, I guess it's better. At least it will deal a little bit of damage over time, and then you can try to do more. God damn, now then you resisted the Blight all of a sudden. If only I could get you. Maybe I need to just... This would reduce your dodge. If I change with Tayonda, Tayonda could do again into there, but is that good enough? Probably not. Probably not. But let's heal Satenden. Satenden will be having the heart attack in a moment anyway, so maybe this way she can actually survive the heart attack, not get completely 0 health, but I'm not actually sure if that's how it works, but yeah, she will be having the heart attack now. I knew it! You didn't know it, you're foolish.
Facing the abyss.
You're an idiot. Ugh. I just so hope that they will not be attacking Satendenho. This guy wouldn't attack Satendenho, because she will be gone if this guy gets a hit, basically. It would be so frustrating. My god, why? Okay, we will try to retreat then. We were so close, but you...
A wise general cuts losses and regroups.
Seriously? Oh, no. So Satendeno died now because of that? Caesar, how could you? It was the Blight. Of course, I guess I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, well now at least I know what to expect, but yeah, we were in a pretty good situation, but just not quite there. But Satendeno is a goner now, which is really sad. I wish that didn't happen. I so wish that didn't happen. Satendeno's been doing so great for us, and now I kind of feel that I failed us. What else will I leave behind? I don't know. 3 deeds? I don't want to leave the deeds. 1 portrait? Money? I guess the portrait. Caesar, you dealt the killing blow. How could you do that? How could you do that? Welp.
Failure tests the mettle of heart, brain, and body.
I knew it was risky, because obviously enough it was risky to come into this Necromancer, and it was risky to go in, but on the other hand, we were close to killing. It was just the stress. Stress was the only thing that had caused us as big of issues as it had. Maybe I'll recruit Satenden number 2. I kinda just feel bad of having lost Satenden completely like that. That just sucks so much. But yes, Satenden has been a critical member in a lot of missions, so it's so sad to have lost Satenden as a result. Bloodthirsty and rabies. How lovely. And Botomania and tapeworm. How lovely. There we go. I lost.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
I lost a member of our group. Recovered 81 stress, 69 stress, 45 stress. Newkirk got fearing apparently for Serene. And some cured things. But yes, Satendenho died. Week 27. Veteran grave robber. Satendenho. Let's do it. But it was really close. They only had about 30 HP left. It's just that if I had just a little bit better skills, or to be honest, the main issue was that if Melantra could have been in the third spot all the time, that would have been great. I should have changed Caesar's and Melantra's spaces, for example, a little bit earlier or something, because if indeed, then we could have taken care of the stealth, but it's not like you can know what sort of minions there are, and then I thought that I would try to the end until Caesar decided to do such a horrible, irrational move. That's not even irrational in my opinion, that was just stupid. That felt like more like a sadistic move rather than just irrational, going and hitting your friend. But yeah, all of us got stress already earlier. We couldn't lower the stress enough, and then Necromancer of course causes a lot of stress, so that was the only killer. We could have done it otherwise just fine. That was the killer, the stress. So yeah, that really sucks. That sucks a lot. Yeah, go get your goddamn atonement. Yes, you have your love interest, I think. So go ahead, Caesar. I'm not sure if you deserve that, but sure. Go ahead. Be my guest. At least we got okay amount of treasures and we got an okay amount of otherwise things, but yeah. That just sucks so much. Tatendeno definitely had been such an important, valuable member in our team that it just... Definitely, that's the... Can I not get it away from you? Thank you very much. That's the worst. I definitely would like to get a new grave robber now, because I lost one. I lost Satendenho. That's the worst of it all. The very worst. We got a nice amount of treasures, yes, but... And now we wouldn't have indeed the bonuses to Warrens. So now I know, if I get the bonus to Warrens, I have to basically go into a mission into Warrens or it's gonna be useless. It's just annoying that there's this treasure which I already have available there. So I don't really want to go there. Maybe I'll go and try this goddamn boss next. And probably lose more people in there. We've done so well thus far, and then I just... Well, that was a tough mission. We had a lot of fights on the way to the boss. A lot of them. So I'm not surprised that it could end up badly, but I'm still disappointed in myself, to be honest. I'm definitely disappointed, but hey, I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless some more of the Darkest of Dungeons, and thank you for watching. I shall see you for more next time around, and see you for more then. Bye bye.